The great thing about docks is that they provide all sorts of cover and other resources fish like. But what should you look for?
You know, when you start looking at lots of different docks, here's some great examples in one little stretch. We've got a floating dock right here. You can see the walkway that's above the water. You've got the black plastic floaties basically that are holding it up. And then you look past it and you're gonna see a couple more what I would call permanent docks. They're anchored to the bottom with poles, and how you approach each one of them is gonna be uniquely different. For instance, at certain times of the year, you could have shad spawning all the way around any of these docks, but really these floating ones, skip you a jig, throw your spinnerbait up in there and reel it back. At other times of the year, maybe taking a suspended jerkbait and cast it along and pausing it around those holes would really pay off. Even throwing a swim bait around there. Now, when I get on past this dock here to the one that has the poles, that's where I definitely want to fish some of those poles a lot of times, because each one of them, it's like having a piece of timber, something going straight up and down through there. So as you digest each dock and know that there's a reason why you have 10 rods and reels on your deck to be able to fish each one of these docks. You know, this is a type of a dock right here that would get me a lot more excited if I had wind blowing in on it. I love to fish windy docks. I feel like when you get to the edges and the corners and underneath these little floaties here, where you see the pieces are coming together, you know, great ambush points all the way through there. So, you know, you can throw it in various places and feel like every corner in the crevices in the middle, there's gonna be a bass sitting up under there and he'll come rushing out. And we'll even take jigs and soft plastic baits and skip them up under those holes, trying to get to the middle of that dock where there's the most shade and other conditions. So, you know, let those fish tell you what's going on and then start breaking it down from there. The average guy, a lot of times, he's gonna look at this dock, he's gonna fish the edges and fish the corner, and then he's gonna bail out. But if you look at this dock right here, you've got the cables that are coming across it, and you can get behind this where not a lot of guys are gonna take the time to get and make a cast. You know, you've got to get the bite first to be worried about how you're gonna land him off of that. But so many times in a lot of lakes and situations where you can get behind them like this, under that walkway, you'll see fish suspended there. There may be brush piles there, little ledge, little drop off. This one actually has what looks like a couple of poles on the walkway holding it in there. So it'd be a great place to come and get a bite that not a lot of other people are gonna necessarily work for. They're gonna just make that easy cast and keep on going right down the bank.